Spazzy commentary and plenty.
Hello YouTube! Spazzy coming right at you with another commentary. Today we're playing AP Malphite mid. This is from Wednesday's stream session where I played a lot of APs. A lot of questions were flying about regarding the AP Malphite, so I thought I'd do a little commentary. Today we're going to focus on builds and how you play the early game to mid game to late game, and yeah, how you can work around being a squishy Malphite that goes around killing people like a boss. Alright, Plant is right here. Come on, I'm gaining. I have got a cup of coffee. I hope you guys have got something nice to drink, and let's dive right into it. Starting off with the runes and masteries. So I rock a rune page that has, I think it's it's health per level yellows, flat AP quints, a magic pen marks, and ability power per level glyphs. And I'm rocking 21-9 masteries, getting as much damage as possible actually, and then focusing on the defensive stats. Obviously magic resist for the mid lane, usually. These are of course not the... I don't think these are the most optimal masteries for Malphite, but they actually work okay if you play... you know, regarding... If you mind the runes, the masteries that you have, and play accordingly. So... Malphite, alright, starting off, early laning. What you want to do is think about what Malphite is. Malphite is a tank initiator, and he has some decent AP scaling, of course, but he doesn't really have that laning presence with his ability early game, because the only ability he's really got is his Q to harass. He can follow that up with an E that doesn't do that much damage. The Q is really what defines Malphite's laning, and having an AP mid that only defines himself around one ability is a bit different. And what you're gonna do is think about that and think about how you want to set it up. Obviously, you just want to last hit. You want to grow a couple of items that work around the fact that you will only be able to spam one ability, and you want to play accordingly in lane. Now, what do I mean by all this? Well, I mean that, as you'll see here in the early levels, I am only going for last hits. I'm focusing a lot on getting the last hits under the turret, trying to get as many last hits as possible, not even worrying and not even harassing Kennen with my Q. Like, what you'll do as a big mistake on AP Malphite when you play him for the first time is you'll think, oh, my Q, I've seen Malphites, when I lane against them, they go up to me and they hit Q and oh, it's so annoying. No. You don't do that early on. Your Q drains your mana. You don't want to use your Q unless you can do potential damage with it. And early on, when that is on early levels, you don't do that much damage with it. Jax is gonna do a little suicide there. And also on a side note, guys, my client is bugged here. I bet you all have that bug when friggin' pings and portraits are like weird. So never mind the squares and the lameness of that. But yeah, you want to keep it safe. You know, max your Q, max your E. If you want to push the lane, you can put a point in W. I don't do it because I don't want to push this lane. I want to farm up, get my first items, and then I'm gonna start zoning Kennen. That is my plan. Coming back to lane now with a chalice, that is gonna make me able to use my Q in the way that Malphite has to use his Q, because he can't set people up for a combo. He needs to use the Q and back off. Go and use the Q, back off. As you saw early on, I picked up some mana regen, picked up some mana pots, ward. That is just a very, very safe start for Malphite. Use your abilities to farm, get those first items. And right now, when I have the regen that I need, I can be smart and harass this Kennen. Now here, obviously, I'm in a great position because I came back to lane and he actually stayed. So he's running around with boots and I've got items and he's staying. Lulu's coming here to help. I guess Kennen called for, like, help? I don't know. He wanted to push out the lane or something? I have no idea. But now I got my ultimate. Kennen is half HP. One more Q should set him up for my full combo. And here comes the surprise attack for the first blood. I have no idea why that was sped up. That is my bad, guys. I actually wanted that to be not sped up. But anyways, what you saw there was basically what happened, and there's not much tricks to it. Here we come in for a gank bottom. They obviously don't have wards, which is great for us. I go in, I use my awesome damage on the Twitcheroo, and he falls. Here I come in, I notice that I take turret aggro. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna stay on the edge of the turret, do some damage, and then walk out. I did notice that I had my flash up, so I was able to go even more aggressive. When you dive someone, guys, you gotta focus on the turret aggro. Like, who has the turret aggro? Is it me? Is it someone else? And if it is you, how many shots can I take from this turret before I have to disengage? How can I disengage? I mean, these are the things you should think about, not how can I do as much damage as possible? Because that comes secondary, because if you do an unsuccessful turret dive, it's not going to be that much worth for you. So, you know, that's just a little advice there. Coming back to lane now, building a... whatever those are called. I don't know. I'm not an AP player, as you guys know. So the ability power wand, their blasting wand, I think. And I wanted to rush a Abyssal Scepter here because obviously Kennen does AP damage with his build, and I really want to. You know, Abyssal Scepter is sort of a no-brainer there, because Malphite does more damage with that pen, and I take less damage from Kennen. More damage towards him, less damage taken. I mean, it's just good in this situation. That's why I'm building it. Going bottom for a little bit of a ganky brew. Obviously, my main target is going to be Twitch here. I do have my ultimate up. I don't have Ignite just yet. And Twitch is... burp. Twitch is going to do a clutch little flash there. That was well played by him. In retrospect, how I could play that instead if I knew that he had flash up and I expected him to be that good that he could flash out of my ultimate. What I could have done is flashed on top of him, trying to use my E to scare him. And then when he flashed, there comes the ultimate. But there was 3 players down there. I didn't want a turret dive. That's something you gotta remember on AP Malphite. You build him quite squishy, and if you play Malphite as a tank, that is gonna surprise you. Acclimators is waiting the brush as a Mumu there. I'm gonna go around, like acting as I'm going bottom to gank or getting a blue or something of the like, and we're just gonna stand here, wait for Kennen to use his E. There it is, he's going right in. Acclimator misses his bandage toss, but that's okay, he's walking right towards me. Acclimator's gonna ult him, and here comes all the damage from my Q and my E and my Ignite combo. Here comes Squishy Jungler Shen. Now, this is something that you keep in mind. If Shen is jungling, he won't be as tanky. So we're going in here again, taking to our aggro, noticing how much damage I can take, flashing after Shen there, and following up. My Q bugs a little bit. He managed to shield my Q, which is a good job. But I go up to him and go a little ground slammeroo for the kill. Now here I switch up my build a little bit, because I have a lot of gold when I come back now. And when I have a lot of gold, it's sort of like when I play AD. If I have enough for a BF, I'm buying a BF, like, because it helps so much. And now I go for that huge, needlessly large derp wand. And I don't really know if it was better for me to, you know, get my Abyssal, because like I said, a great item against my laning setup. But I'm far ahead. I think Kennen at this point is like half my CS. I've been able to zone in completely in the laning phase. And I don't know, it's just been... It's just been that sort of lane, so I went for the needlessly. Here comes the combo on the gank bottom. Lulu goes down. Shen uses ultimate, and she uses ultimate, I think, and that is just a really, really good kill. But then I take turret aggro without noticing where Twitch is. Now this is where AP Malphite needs to be considerably played. I don't know if that's a word. You need to be in the game with your mind when you think about what you do. If you go up and take turret aggro, you gotta be sure that you can take the turret aggro, and when Twitch is stealth waiting around, you cannot take the turret aggro. Unfortunately, Twitch is gonna get away. That is not good for us, but we'll see what happens. Coming back to lane here with no complete item really, which was annoying. I was just like a couple of 100 gold away from death cap, and I was stuck in between items, and that was a bit unfortunate here. Amumu's coming in. Kennen's gonna waste flash. He didn't have to do that, which means of course that Amumu's gonna come back around and try and wait this out, do the same tactic that we did before. I'm staying here, I'm chilling. We're waiting for his E. He's obviously learned his lesson apparently. And just as we're about to go in, Jax pops a ward in my brush and goes in, and I'm like, oh, here comes the ult of them. And then I just, you know, try and get this Kennen. Kennen's E increases his magic resist. I don't know if it increases his armor as well. Defensive stats, he gets that from his E. So he survives that, unfortunately. And I'm not able to Q Jax. I miss him. I hit a minion instead. Good job, Spaz. Non-targetable ability, and you hit a minion. That's just a big round of applause for that. Plat plays. But anyways, as you guys can see, it's all about setting up the combo. We have a complete, like, amazing team. Like, look at our team. We have AD Kennen, AoE. We have Amumu, AoE. We have AP Malphite, AoE. We have Fiddlestick Support, AoE. Alistar, AoE. I mean, it's crazy. A couple of unconventional picks here, obviously, but great fun, and we're looking forward to that team fight, which is obviously going to be nice to see visually. I wanted to go for blue, but I noticed that we have a teleport incoming at the bottom. Alistar is teleporting in, so I'm just going to ignore my blue and ignore Lulu and go for Twitch, the key target, and he's gonna stealth. We're gonna spread out. Take a little sip of the coffee. Notice that he goes to dragon. I'm gonna call Acclimator, ping like a madman. He's gonna go in, lock him down. Since he uses his ultimate, I flash in to get in range, and then I ultimate on top of him. And look at this team. He has first he has the shield from barrier, then he has the Lulu ult, and then he has the Shen shield. So he actually survives that burst, and that is that's a great counter right there to our setup. If you think about it, if the squishy AD with the huge AoE damage like Twitch can survive the initial burst, that's just scary. That's great play from their part. I'm gonna go in here and try and steal this. Yes, got the little thingy. That's good, that's good. And they get Shen, so 1 for 1, not optimal. Since we're ahead, we wanted to get more out of that, but I guess it's fine. Well played on their part, good defensive use of their abilities on Twitch. Unfortunately, people with false there on Alistar, so 2 for 1, damn it, Pip. And now it's not worth it anymore. I got a point in W now. Coming back to lane with Rabadon's Death Cap, and I don't know if why I got an amplifying tone there. I'm a weird build. I should have finished Abyssal if it was possible. Bumping into Shen, pushing down the mid turret, and Jax is top. He goes SS, so we're falling back because we're scared that he's gonna come in and pwn our face. So backing off here, warding our way. Putting a little ward there in the brush. That's probably not a best one. I have no idea where Jax was. But here I see Cannon. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. As I scream turn and I go in, and they blew all their defensive items on him, which is great because Cannon is not that fed. Twitch is the one with the most damage, and he falls due to the nice Fiddle Fear. And that turned out very nicely. I mean, they used all their offensive abilities on Cannon, who in the end wasn't able to do much damage anyways. So, good stuff. Now, regarding teamfight with AP Malphite. When you go in with your ultimate, when you hit your RQ, active W, E combo thingy, very simple combo by the way, you should pick it up immediately and not have any troubles pulling it off. You don't want to run around auto-attack people. Just in general, a general rule of thumb. Don't do that, guys. You are AP Malphite, you are squishy. Consider yourself like a freaking brand or something. It doesn't, like any AP, Zyra, whatever, like consider yourself squishy and you will be more successful on AP Malphite. Use your combo, use the movement speed from Q to walk out of there and wait for cooldowns and then go back in, use a couple of Qs and that's basically what you want to do in team fights. If a Twitch is low, go ahead, auto-attack him till he dies. And then try and get out. But generally, it's way too risky to auto-attack. And you don't do much damage either way. I was going for the blue there, wanted to deny that to them, but they hadn't warded. Obviously, I should have, considered that, and I didn't have any wards to cover for me, so that was just a bad idea. We get bottom though, so that's fine. But here we go for Shen. Now, Shen is a tank. No shit. Shen is a tank. We are 3 people going for him. We tell ourselves that we don't want to use any ultimates on this if in case they come and turn this. Shen uses his freaking defensive stats to run away and waste a lot of time for us. Meanwhile, they pick up Riven in mid, and now they head bottom. Acclamator here is on the phone, I think, so he's not hearing our communication that much. We're like, come on, Acclamator, let's help Cannon bottom. But he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna farm a couple of minions here, and then I'll be right there, okay? And that is obviously gonna be too late. But we're like, come on, let's have some fun. Fight anyways, because Lulu is going down here to the turret, so what the hell, and she's used ultimate on Twitch already. So let's just go. I should have used my Q on Cannon there, but I used it on Jax just to get movement speed, follow that up. Nice little headbutt away from his stun. We're okay. I've got my eyes on Twitch always. I want to ulti him. That's the only person I want to ulti. There it is. The whole combo takes him down. 1 auto attack for the kill. And that is the strength of AP Malphite, especially against Twitch. And we knew there that they didn't have, like, Shen... Wow, I think Shen used ultimate on Jax. That's bad. So Shen actually had his ultimate, but he didn't use it, so that's good. And Lulu was dead, and ultimate use. That's really nice. Now, this is a tricky situation. We're all low. Not all, but I am super low. Jax is a bit low, but Jax is extremely tanky in this game, which is kind of nice, I guess, because there's a lot of AoE on our team. Acclamator gets low to their combo. He's going to flash out, but Kenneth's going to stun him. Here comes Fiddle, though. No, they're not chickens, they're crows. Yeah, like I'm doing. Yeah, that's it. He survives. Amazing. Acclamator on like 2% HP. Very, very nice. And good job. Well done. Get top, sir. So now we're in a good position. I'm going to go back. I'm going to buy. And then we're going to look for an engage somewhere. Preferably around Baron at this point. Right here, regarding my build, I build Athenes here. If I was super serious here, I would go and build a Frozen Fart or a Randuin's. But, you know, both those items would be better in this situation, but more damage is always fun, and this is a fun game, so that's why I built that. But if you're serious about your AP Malphite, yeah, a defensive stat would be good here. Getting the blue, and we have good ward coverage, so we're gonna try and look for an engage. Here it is. AoE madness coming in. People with nice headbutt knock-up combo. Acclimator following that up. Ultimate blown on Lulu. I get an open clean shot on her, so I'm gonna take her down. Probably not the best idea to waste ultimate on her. Like generally you only want to go for Twitch, but look at our AoE madness, man. It's crazy. Like we just go in here and they just die. It's freaking beautiful. And that's the ace. And that's actually gonna be game, guys. So I hope you learned something from this commentary. I hope you maybe got a bit of inspiration using AP Malphite. He is indeed a fun pick. Unconventional, sure, but if you get the hang of him, fairly potent, I'd say. If you enjoyed this commentary, guys, feel free to hit the like button. I appreciate it very much. Also, you can add it to your favorites, and you can share it on Facebook and Twitter. If you're new to my channel, guys, feel free to check it out. You can subscribe so you don't miss any content in the future. There's tons of League of Legends content on there for you to check out, and that is it. This has been Spazzy, guys, and I'm out.